Starts here. It's the Western Conference semifinals. Game 1 on EA Sports. We are at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the LA Lakers taking on the Houston Rockets. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Lakers coming in. They have got to get home court advantage, and they'll need it in what's going to be a tight 5-game series.
And I'll tell you, these 5 games really make each game take on a greater importance than the 7-game series we're used to.
The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's James controlling the offense. Clint Capella with the block. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Danny Green to James. He gets it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Harden.
Screen coming up. Screen coming.
To Westbrook. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Tough shot there for Westbrook. He always thinks it has a chance. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Westbrook to Harden. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. LeBron into the front court. Leads a bucket. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
It's Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Missed his first. That one goes. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Russell Westbrook in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. To James.
I'm here. I got ball.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. Houston with the basketball. To P.J. Tucker. Takes stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the right side. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. To Westbrook. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Westbrook into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Here comes the screen. Gordon against Cousins. Missed a wide-open look.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Rockets have the ball. Nothing going here on that drive. 17-footer at the buzzer. Final shot of the period, almost. It would have counted, but no good. Time's run out here in the first quarter. Time to turn the page after a close first.
All right, let's do this.
Harden to Fareed. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Rivers to bring it into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Harden.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
For 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Bradley to Danny Green. And scores. Strong take.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Austin Rivers down to Fareed. Anthony Davis tips it. Off the assist. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Westbrook with it. The deficit is 6. To Capella. Anthony Davis swats it. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Nope. First one does not go. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To James. Nice finish at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Russ at the controls. to Harden. And the nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
LeBron into the front court. Leads 5. Count the basket inside.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Here comes the screen to Faried. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kenneth Faried, couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Lakers ball. Bradley to James. And look out.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
A pass taken away by the Rockets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Stuffs it down with authority.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
It's Rockets ball. Westbrook to Harden. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect from in close. Rondo against the former MVP. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Down to 5 on the 24. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at 3.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Off the mark at the line. Westbrook with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down to Bradley. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Russ at the controls. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots, shooting 75% so far tonight. And hits the first free throw.
Good shot. Good shot, man.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down with the Lakers in command. It's Lakers ball as we start the 4th quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the 3rd quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they'd come out close to doing it.
DeMarcus Cousins for 2. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. And this will... Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Cousins. Gets to the basket and scores.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Iman Shumpert in a matchup with Boogie. To Rivers. Rockets with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Shot clock violation. To Davis. Danny Green. And the finish off the nice step through.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Trying to cash in. Shot by Shumpert off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Got it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Rivers.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. And the slam.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Rivers into the front court. His guys down big. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people.
Stuffs it down with authority. Long key from three-quarters court. The Lakers get the victory. They've grabbed game one of this best-of-5 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post